Hello, this is Daniel Lee at Genesis 4, and I'm with fan favorite speedrunner, Foxbane, Silent Wolf. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So, at this event, you decided to take a break, and why was that?
Well, right before this tournament, a few weeks ago, I needed to really take a break to focus on speedrunning for AGDQ. Like for melee, I can go to any of these tournaments and compete without fail each time. But for AGDQ, it's something that happens once a year. I actually got my run in, so I really wanted to make it count for this time. So I wanted to focus on that, and it wasn't up until very recently that I opted out of competing at this tournament. That's when I realized I wasn't totally ready to balance the two. So yeah.
So, for the people that just kind of expect you to play at every tournament, what what can you tell them about the prep work, the mentality that goes into preparing for a large event?
Well, for a large melee event, you really want to make sure your mindset is refined because any little thing can catch you off guard in the middle of a set. Whether you've even thought about it at home or not, if you haven't been exposed to it pretty recently, it's easy to slip up at one of these big events. And I just felt like I wasn't in tip-top shape. And when you're a top player, a lot of people have expectations of you, and I really didn't feel like I could live up to those expectations this time. And seeing as how there's so many events similar to this, obviously this one takes the cake, aside from maybe Evo, but there's so many other events that I figured I could afford to sit this one out and really just get the most out of the tournament I could without competing instead.
So that's an interesting point you bring up. Do you feel like just because we have so many events that kind of the novelty kind of has worn off because of the storylining is not very good anymore?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely had that feel. Um, so I've been playing this game competitively for 9 years now, 10 years, and for more than half of that, it's been one big tournament in summer, one big tournament in January. So I was used to waiting that long for the hype, but now there's one every month, every couple months. So it really dilutes it relative to how it used to be, and it takes away that special feeling. It makes you. There's one good thing, it's not oh, I lost, I have to wait 6 months to redeem myself, but it does take away the magic from the tournament experience at times. But I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to have so many events either, because it's still more exposure for the community. So
Right. So it's like a trade off then. And you want the best of both worlds, but unfortunately you can't have that. Well, thank you for doing this interview with us. You have a YouTube channel, you have a Twitch. Go ahead and follow him. Shouts to Team Secret. Thank you very much.
yeah, everything I have Twitter, Twitch is just /SilentWolf444. So give me a follow if you want to for whatever reason.